Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Silver Surge Sports Enthusiast and Pop Culture channel. I am your host, Silver Surge, coming back at you with a brand new content video. Today, we're going to be covering the 2019 Game Awards and give you a little bit of an update on what went down just last night. So, the 2019 Game Awards was basically a big award show for announcing, categories like Game of the Year, Best Art, Best Story, all that stuff. So it was all that sprinkled in with a few different performances from live music artists, and then there was big name guest appearances to announce the nominees, and then obviously reveal who won the awards. However, there was a lot of speculation that was stirring around for the last several weeks that there would be a huge announcement from Nintendo. And although that announcement was never made actually official, a lot of people were kind of pointing fingers to that happening again because last year there was a huge Nintendo announcement when Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was released on December 9th, I believe it was. And during the Game Awards, the character Joker from Persona 5 was revealed as the first downloadable content character from the Fighter's Pass, and many people were assuming that they were going to go ahead and do that again with the last Fighter Pass character, the fifth and final Fighter Pass character from this year's pass. There was lots of prominent wildly popular YouTubers, Papa Gino's blocked content that were streaming and making hype videos, getting in anticipation for this speculated character announcement. Like I said, that wasn't official, but people were hoping and assuming that it was going to happen just because it happened at last year's Game Awards. Now, me, given how I am a humongous Smash fan myself, I assumed that there would be a huge character announcement because I like to watch Papa Gino's. He's my favorite YouTuber. And yeah, I was pretty much in the same camp as everybody else. There's one more character to announce. It's supposed to be released in February. I thought the Game Awards was the perfect place to announce it, especially since Smash Bros. Was up for Game of the Year, which, spoiler alert, it did not win. Sekiro was the winner, and I do think that's a great game. Very, very popular, great story arc. Probably was definitely deserving to be a nomination, but I'm biased and I prefer Super Smash Bros. I think Smash Bros. Should have won just because of the uniqueness of the crossover fighting game element. A lot of people will say it's just another Smash Bros. Game, but it's not, and I don't think you can really make those comparisons. There's a lot more than just fighting other random characters in Smash Bros. There's a lot more to it. The artwork's amazing. The story isn't quite as good as years past, but it still was pretty fun. And there's a lot of replayability in Smash Bros. So I personally, and I'm biased, like I said, believe Smash should have won Game of the Year, but that's just me. But anyway, getting back to what I was originally saying, so a lot of people were tuning in hoping for this fifth Smash character to be announced. And I think the show was about 3.5 hours, and I live on the East Coast, so I stayed up till pretty much close to 12 o'clock, and I waited and sat through everything. And in my opinion, it was kind of a cringe fest because the Game Awards really, there's not meant to be lots of big like spoiler reveals. It's not like a direct or anything, but they do announce new content. But there's lots of really cringy advertisement videos like. I can't even name it right now, but there was like this one ad company that was like this off the walls bright red light, and this guy's going through the future. It's like the future of diving yourself into 3D experience games and stuff. It was just annoying, and I sat through everything waiting for this Smash character reveal, and it never came. So Nintendo decided not to reveal the next character. They didn't have any big announcements. They didn't announce anything like Metroid Prime 4's release date or any more Breath of the Wild 2 footage. So it was really underwhelming for Nintendo fanboys like myself. It was just felt like a waste of time, really. I raced home from work last night in anticipation. I was really excited. There was high speculation. And I guess it's everybody else's fault on the internet for assuming that Nintendo would repeat its performance from last year and reveal a character because they did it with Joker last year on the night of Smash. So I guess they just did it just to pair it up with Smash on its initial launch because we all thought that the fifth character would be announced and it wasn't. So it made a lot of people salty, and yeah, so there's really not much else to say. that's basically all I watched it for. So, and I didn't get what I wanted. So, and I'm pretty sure Papa Gino's my favorite YouTuber felt the same way. He had an entire stream. He had 30,000 people watching his stream in hopes of there being a new character, and it didn't happen. So, feel bad for him. Feel bad for me. I feel bad for anybody who watched the Game Awards last night specifically to see a new character revealed because it didn't happen. So, other than that, I guess if you want to go watch the stream yourself, you can. If you're not really a big Smash advocate, there was some stuff that was announced that you might take an interest to. Xbox and PlayStation both announced their new consoles. The Xbox Series X is now coming holiday of next year. So it's like this giant tower thing, and it's supposed to be like the most strongest, console they've ever had, obviously. And then PlayStation came out with the PlayStation 5, and they were announcing a couple of new titles, which did look somewhat interesting, I will admit. So I'll have to check a couple of those out. But like I said, Nintendo really underperformed last night. They didn't really reveal too much of anything that was noteworthy, and it was really disappointing. Even if they hadn't announced the character, I would have been alright if they would have announced some new content as far as big titles like Metroid Prime and Legend of Zelda, which they did not do. So Nintendo was kind of MIA. And the most annoying part, too, was they had Reggie making an announcement, I should say. And everyone thought, since he's the former president, excuse me, of Nintendo, that he would be the one to stand up there when there was a new character reveal, and he'd be like, please take a look. And the only thing he did was he announced the nominations for the Best Indie Game of the Year, and he had this long spiel about how indie gaming has changed the world for the better and all that stuff. So it was really much disappointing, a letdown, like I say, to say the least. So everyone expected, Reggie was the perfect time to announce the character. He didn't. And then at the very end, we were hoping, well, maybe if Smash wins Game of the Year, then they'll drop the character at the very end, and that didn't happen because Smash lost. So, yeah. So, like I said, if you want to know more about the new Xbox and PlayStation stuff, I recommend checking out the Game Awards replay last night. Otherwise, if you were in it for Smash or Nintendo content, I wouldn't waste your time, because we had to pay the sacrifice last night of those 3 hours we'll never get back. So yeah, that basically is all I have to share on the Game Awards last night. Very, very disappointing if you were interested in one specific topic alone. So, but if you're more of a PlayStation and Xbox guy, you might think it was much better, and you might say you enjoy it. So, I'm biased, but that doesn't mean you won't enjoy it if you go watch it. So, that's all I have for today, guys. But thank you so much for watching. That concludes this video. Stay tuned for more content coming up. It will be arriving shortly. Please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button at the very bottom of that screen if you haven't done so already. It would really help out my channel in growing. Otherwise, you guys have yourselves a good rest of the day. Peace.